Welcome to the channel once again, guys. Nas here. Alright, so let's dive straight into it. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to edit car photography, and also I'm going to be giving you guys a free Lightroom preset that I'm going to be creating in this video. So I'm in Lightroom Mobile right now. I'm going to edit a few photos. So here you can see the before edits. I'll just put it up on the screen so you guys can see right now on the screen. I'm showing you guys the afters, and then I'm going to show you guys how I got to this point. So let's do it. Rotate this device. First thing I'm going to go ahead and do is reset all the adjustments. So this is what the image looked like before, and let's begin to work. First thing I usually do when I'm editing car photographs is I go to the effects panel and I just bring the clarity up, the texture up, and sometimes the dehaze. So for the clarity, somewhere close to 50, same for the texture, and for the dehaze, somewhere close to 30 should be good for you guys. Secondly, I go to my my exposure tab and I brighten the image up if necessary. This is a if necessary part of the procedure. And so far that's looking good. The next step would be to go to my curves, and the first curve I adjust usually is the red, so I bring the reds down slightly to introduce some more feel to the photo. I think that's good. Then I'm gonna bring the midpoint back, like closer to the center. Alright, so at this point I usually bring the blue curve down in a similar way. My bad. So just slightly bring the blue curve. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant bring it up to introduce some blues. Just a tad bit. That's too much. This process would be a lot easier if you guys are editing on PC. Big up on yourself. This is a lot easier to do on a PC. But when you're using your fingers and trying to move the little nodes, it's a bit more difficult, but you have to get used to it over time. But it can be a nuisance. I don't usually trouble the greens, so that's why I just exit the tone curves. I don't usually trouble the greens for photography in cars. Now, at this point, I'm supposed to do a tutorial on Snapseed, because Snapseed is like your best friend when it comes to not having the full version of Lightroom Mobile. If you got the full version, you're okay for the most part, but if you don't, you definitely should consider downloading Snapseed. Alright, so I just brighten the image up a bit more. I think right here is good. So for this specific image, I won't go into the HSL tab. So I won't be using this any at all. So let's go do some local adjustments. Alright guys, so here we are, local adjustment time. Alright, first thing first, I want the car to have this look as if the lights are on. Well, they're kind of on right now in the image, but I want to kind of highlight that a bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and add some local adjustments. So I'm going to use the oval. Alright, double tap to zoom, pan around, and I'm going to make this a bit smaller. Hold on. Alright. Alright. So the first, I'm going to add a total of 3 ovals to the light. The first one is the basic one to just give it some brightness. So I'm gonna go to my exposure tab and bring the exposure up a bit. Should be good. So depending on the color that you guys want, you can use the tone curve, the split toning panel to get the desired color. So for me, I'm gonna pick yellow. I could enhance the yellow by bringing the temperature to the right, All right, now I'm gonna bring the exposure up more again. Cool. Because in this image there's a door, so there's this car door right here. I'm gonna kind of use the eraser to block the light to make it look more realistic. Alright, so this is what we have so far. The next phase will be to add another oval, a bigger one. So select oval, and I'm gonna add a larger one. This is gonna be like a not so intense version of the same thing, so you can go and make all the same adjustments you did, but not to the same degree, so it's less intense. Alright, this one should be a bit bigger. Alright, good so far. So we're looking good so far, guys. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with the eraser for realism. Alright, now the final, the very last oval is gonna look like this. Wait, my bad, I went on the wrong selection. I mean oval. Alright, so it should be really skinny, like super skinny. And so what I'm doing with this one is basically creating a little flare to give the light some pop. It's like what you call the anamorphic effect, like that you see in movies. That's the look I'm going for with this one. Yo, if you guys are enjoying this video, if you guys are finding it useful, by the way, be sure to, you know, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know if you guys think I should do more videos like this. Subscribe, as always. I'm a YouTuber. Naturally, I'm gonna tell you to subscribe. Just do it from now. So yeah. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this photo for now. I think I'm gonna end it here. Wait, maybe I could brighten this one a bit more, just a tad bit. Alright, then I'm gonna do the same thing with the eraser, obviously. So no, I don't need to do it with this one, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Alright, where's the undo button? Where's the okay, I don't see the undo button. Could someone tell me where my undo button is? I don't. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna erase it because why not? Okay, there it is. And voila. Alright, so let's look at the before and after for this image. So from here to, oh wait, my bad, sorry about that. Yeah, so from here to here. Nice. Another thing that you guys could do, I'm just gonna add one last adjustment before I leave, is add a slight vignette to bring some focus to the car. Something around -10 should do. Alright, -6. And there you go, that's the first image. So copy the settings that you guys use. This is a very basic adjustment we just did. I'm going to copy the settings. I'm going to move to my next image, which is going to be this one. As you guys can tell, I use the blue light here instead of yellow, so I'm going to show you guys how to get the blue. So I'm going to reset the image. As you guys can tell, the images have already been cropped to the width and height that I want it to be at. So that's the first thing you should do when you're editing. You should crop your image to the desired look. So if you're posting on Instagram, your website, you know, IG stories, ensure that you get the crop first before you invest too much into the image. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and paste everything that I've copied from the last one and see what it looks like. Nice. So for this image, I think it's a bit too bright. I like my car photographs to look dark, so dark and moody. So I'm going to bring the exposure down to where it started. Now that looks a lot better. Alright, for this one, I think I don't like the the little orange in the building behind, so I'm gonna go to my HSL slider and I'm gonna get rid of the oranges. So I'm gonna go to the saturation of oranges and bring it down all the way. Okay, now I'm gonna brighten it up a bit. Maybe not all the way. I think that should be good. For the greens, I'm gonna try something. Let's see if it looks good. Yeah, so bring the hue all the way over. So I'm kind of letting the tree in the background has a foresty green to it, and I think that's good. Not gonna trouble any more colors for this image. So as you can tell, these images were pretty lifeless in terms of color. I didn't choose a very colorful area to shoot these images. So yeah, there's not much HSL adjustments to be made on these images. Now I'm gonna do the same little trick. Go to your what's it called? Your masking. I believe it's called a masking panel. Select the oval. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Snapseed. If you guys want to know how to get this effect, if you don't have the full version of Lightroom on your device, let me know and I could do a video for you guys on how I usually go about doing that. Alright, but yeah, we're going to be doing the same thing basically. Let's see the before and after for this one. Before, after. Night and day difference, way better. Hands down, it's not debatable. Next thing I'm gonna do for this one is I'm gonna bring the blacks down a bit, just a slight bit, and I'll probably bring the whites up. This is just to add some contrast to it, so I think it looks really nice like this. I'm not sure if I want to give this one a vignette. I'm gonna see what a vignette looks like on this one, not sure. Alright, probably a slight one, probably around minus 4 for the vignette. Should be okay. Alright, and there we go, the second image. So at this point now, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply these effects to this preset to some more images so you guys can see what it looks like. But I'm gonna be manipulating the images more based off the colors, so you guys can take this preset and just play around with it. It's just a simple look for car photography. If you want this preset, I'm gonna link it down in the description. So click the link, download the DNG file, and you'll be able to use this preset in your Lightroom mobile. Just load the image in Lightroom and copy the settings and paste it. And that's it basically. As I said, the link to the preset is in the description, the link to my Instagram also. Guys, use the link, go to my Instagram and leave a follow. Let me know you found me from YouTube. If you guys try using this preset on your photos on Instagram, be sure to tag me, you know, Nassan, it's your boy. With that said, I think that's all I have to say. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.